On the banks of the Mississippi River, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, a storied venue, and soon the fog will rise off the Big Muddy, and will it also bring a victory for the beloved Bayou Bengals. Tiger Stadium, home of LSU. This isn't your run-of-the-mill matchup. You get a couple of powerhouses, both ranked in the top 10, and statements can be made in this one. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. Well, that'll give them good field position as he kicks it out of bounds. Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. But this isn't any regular matchup. It's a battle of top tens, a couple of forces meeting head-to-head where one team will try to make a resonating statement. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. He'll bring it out. It's Evans. I know he thinks he can house every return. Just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Will have to use its first timeout of the half. Line gets set, first down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking to throw, it's back. Got his man down the middle. Across the 25, he's got room. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out of the 26 for the first down.
That is a really good-looking throw. And you think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks at Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure on this guy. But when you see throws like that, he makes you believe that he can step up and lead this team to yet another natty.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. He's going to pass. Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Line getting set on 2nd down. The give to the back. Really good pickup on 2nd down there. Leaves them with 3rd and 2.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Wide out in motion. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. It's caught. Off he goes. Past the 10. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Bulldogs. You want to talk about... Way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
My philosophy on going for two is only when you have to. Got it behind the line. It's dealt. He's not going to get in. The two-point conversion attempt is no good, and the lead remains at 6. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Here comes the offense on first down. Dropping back, it's Collins. The throw to the outside is complete. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route. And this is a timing route. The quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
That last completion sets him up on second down. He's looking to throw. Buys a little extra time. He'll let it go down the right side. The expressway is wide open. He just brought some serious energy making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the running game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? They'll keep it on the ground, right up the gut, looking for 6. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next third down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
Cutting it close now with third and goal upcoming. Looking downfield, it's Collins. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Third and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to.
It's a fake. Oh, now the kicker's going to throw it. And I guess they thought they'd find the field goal block team napping. They were wide awake, and they come up with the stop. You want to be bold and daring, but sometimes you got to know when to just take the 3. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollock.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand. And more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but into the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
Quarterback checking off. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He'll try to do it himself. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain.
I really like when the defense goes dime. More speed, like so much speed and space in college football. You can put so many DBs on the field. In these situations, when they do take off and scramble, I go chase them down, make the big 3rd down stop.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Brings it in down the left side. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. Well, LSU receivers are known for their swagger. That is swagger well-earned after that one.
You go outside and you make plays. Like, listen, you have swag, you have confidence, and you usually get a little bit loud, Reese, and be like, listen, feed me the rock. So many great LSU receivers in the past, and it's because of that swag.
Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He'll pull it down. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
Nice job by the QB. You can tell they want to push it down the field. They want to be aggressive on 1st down, which I love, which is really hard to stop from a defensive standpoint, but does a good job scrambling outside the pocket, picking up the 1st down, and then saving his life. Good job. Get out of bounds.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. To the air, it's Collins. Moving away from pressure. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He makes the grab. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the 1st down.
Dances away to buy time. Touchdown, Tigers! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And the extra point puts them on top by 1. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Evans. He took the risk bringing it out of the end zone, and he'll go out of bounds at the 20. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They make the stop, and that'll bring the 1st quarter to a close.
LSU 7, Georgia 6.
First down to start the drive after the break. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. To the air, it's back. Right down the middle. Complete downfield. They'll move the chains after he gets into the 43-yard line. So it's not just a strong running game. The Dogs can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
And I think when you've seen Georgia really dominate in college football over the last several years, it's because they've been more aggressive, more willing to throw the football early downs, trust their quarterback, not just the ground game.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Now on second down. On the run, it's Etienne. Tackled at the 45 after the 5-yard play. It's enough for the first down.
It's a good-looking run, and I'll say this. I know Georgia's always been known to run the football. They always want to be really physical, but it starts up front. They always seem to have great units on the offensive line. Guys that communicate and guys that get pushed. And they've put many running backs into the NFL, but it's because of these big old hog mollies up front.
Trying to find his man on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Georgia! What a grab and go for the score.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
They'll run the option. He finds the end zone for the 2, and now the lead is 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. That's reeled in. It's Lacey. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is, because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Back to throw. It's Collins. He's got it down the middle. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. If you're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. He wants to throw. Pressure coming. He tries to take the top off. It's complete. A huge pickup.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
LSU moving quickly, going to work again on first down. Looking to move it through the air. Moves away as he feels pressure. Grabbed over the middle. It's Dura. At the 20, he's got space. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Makes the catch. It's Lacey. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a first down like they did there.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. He wants to throw it again. Finds his man. It's Anderson. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense, first and goal from the 7. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. And now a chance to pull even. First and goal as we get late in the first half. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the run game. Didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
And the extra point splits the uprights. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Fielded in the end zone, it's Evans. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complimentary.
Oh, it's loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. And they were channeling their inner Mike the Tiger. Don't you think Mike could get a big paw in there to swat that thing free the way the Bayou Bengals do?
And when you're the secondary and you're flying up, great job understanding. The guy's already kind of slowing down a little bit, but where do I put my head? I put my head on the football, get my hand on the football. Those guys, those DBs from LSU really understanding that flying up, making the big play.
And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Dropping back, it's Collins. He finds his man. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing. They're trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
They're going back to the ground. Nowhere to run on that when he loses 4 on the carry. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Handoff from the shotgun. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. You start with this type of field position and have to settle for a field goal. This is a big 3rd down coming up. That's caught. It's Durham.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Makes the catch. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
From his end zone, looking to throw. Got to take care of the ball. Makes the grab down the left side. Hit the afterburners, kid. Touchdown, Dogs! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
And how about the offense being aggressive, willing to drop your quarterback into the end zone? If he gets tackled, it's a safety, gets the ball out, and the receiver does the rest. 98 yards to the house. What an explosive play.
And he'll be brought down.
Well, they were trying to catch the defense sleeping. They're giving it to the fullback on the 2-point play, but the defense was ready, and they stop him short.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. To throw, it's Collins. It's complete on the right side. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that 1st.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. That's caught. It's Watkins. They stop him just a link or two short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Tackle is made, but not until he gets the 1st down.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice game to pick up the 1st down. Got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run it well.
Quickly complete. Slips one guy, now he's loose. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out-route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Now adjusting. He's going to take off. And the ball squirted out. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. And he had an opportunity there to make something out of nothing, but things just got sideways and the ball came through.
I just like the effort on defense, okay? They couldn't get to the quarterback initially in the pocket. He starts scrambling, and they don't quit. You saw all of the effort of everybody pursuing the QB, catching up to him, and then creating the fumble. Awesome job.
They'll throw it on first down. He'll let one go down the right side. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
I love that play call. And quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance to take a shot and pad my stats.
Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Now he's going to break the pocket. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Quarterback will audible. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Unloads to the right. Hauls it in. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. He wants to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. How about this defense making a statement to end the half with a sack? So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming.
Georgia 20, LSU 14.
Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football farm out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
It's a really nice play there. The thing about this guy, he forces the defense to have to stay disciplined. He just can't take a play off. He reminds me of an old LSU quarterback that I used to play against, Hurt Tyler. He was a guy that could hurt you throwing the ball, but he was also shifty and he could extend plays. We had a great defense at Florida, full of NFL dudes, but he just never let you feel comfortable because of his athleticism and his dynamic ability. This guy has a little bit of that, too.
Touch pass on the run. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
And This running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the extra point puts them on top by 1. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Evans. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Finds just a bit of room. He'll pick up a couple to the 11.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, it's back. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Has this head coach lost his mind? Does he know where the ball is on the field? He's going for it this close to his own end zone. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own great field position.
Man, that's a rough outcome. I get it. I want to try to be aggressive, but backed up in your own territory, aggressive, and you fail, now you set the other team up for almost automatic points.
They want to run this quarterback. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. races to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Bought a little time, lets it go. Grab near the marker. It's Watkins. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, it puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
About to kick it away after scoring a touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Evans. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Looking to throw, it's back. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That's an absolute strike right there. Giving me some Stetson Bennett vibes, some Aaron Murray vibes, even Matthew Stafford with the arm talent on that throw. I'll tell you, they can attack any spot of the field in the passing game because of this guy's talent.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's dealt. Still on his feet at the 45. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They're going to throw it again. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Wants to throw on 1st down. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
They'll leave it with him. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a 1st down.
Really, really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that and continue to be smart with my decision-making, this offense is going to be very difficult to stop.
Dropping back, it's back. Getting some heat. Floats it out in space. And a quick completion, an even quicker loss. The defense was right there to knock him down.
Well, the defense was ready coming into this one for this running back being a factor in the pass game. That time, they were draped all over him. As soon as he caught the ball, he went down for a loss of yards.
The back goes in motion. Looking to throw on 2nd down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. And the Dogs racing to the line in the hurry-up. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Catch in the middle, it's Frazier. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The snap sets up to throw. Fires the pass, intercepted. The 50, the 40. He's at the 30, the 10, and he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, LSU! What about the speed of that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
35, Georgia, 20.
They're just about ready to kick it away.
Set to kick it off.
Coming out with it, it's Evans. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball.
Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
They're bringing heat. Got him downfield. Puts one in the spin cycle. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. From the gun, running back on the move. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Caught behind the line. It's Frazier. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. The incomplete pass, 4th down, fails, and they'll turn it over.
Yeah, and unfortunately in the 4th quarter, losing, you've got to put the foot on the accelerator. You got to make something happen. So I get they had to be aggressive and go for it. They just can't seem to get this offense to make plays when they need it the most.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up.
And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
How fast did this game just change? Offense in the lead with the football looking great. Defense makes the big play. We've got ourselves a ball game now.
Getting aggressive here and going for 2. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And with the lead sitting at 9, they'll try to make it a one-possession game. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. He'll bring it out. It's Durham. Bulldozes it. And he's out of bounds at the 24, a yard short of where he would have wound up with the touchback. The offense lining up for a first down play. This is a designed run. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
Offenses ice football games in the fourth quarter by running the football, and that's what these guys are trying to do right now, right? We're going to bleed the clock. We're going to stay on the field. It doesn't matter if the defense knows we're running it. They cannot stop us, and they're looking pretty impressive right now doing it.
Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for second down. He'll take it himself. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, they went QB design run, but there just was nowhere for the quarterback to go. Couldn't go outside, and there was just way too many bodies on the inside for him to get anything positive. They lose it.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. And the defense had its hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. This offense has failed on its previous 2 fourth-down attempts, but they need to keep this drive alive. Hard running there. LSU will get a first down.
You know, a lot of people in the stadium are questioning, why are they going for it on 4th and 1 in their own end of the field at this point of the game, but the game will pay off.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Collins. Dances away from the heat. That quarterback was doing his best Houdini, escaping in the backfield, but the defense finally gets to it.
And that's a great job by the defense, not letting that bird out of the cage. When you can run like this guy can, you got to keep the edge. Did a great job. He went backwards, retreated, gave up some ground. They didn't give up the outside, got the sack on the play.
The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long second down. He's looking to throw. Going downfield for the big play. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? He'll try to take it back. A really good return after the interception puts them in business at the 29. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Offense gets set for second down. Using his feet. able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Using his feet to buy time. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down. He tried to get it on his own.
This is why 3rd down is so difficult for quarterbacks, because the defense substitutes, they put faster guys on the field, and they've got all their different exotic looks they've been game planning all week for, some things you haven't seen on film yet, and it confuses your offensive line, it confuses you, and you're out here just trying to make plays, trying to do something right to get a first down. Wasn't able to gain a lot there.
And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Gotta have it here on 4th down. Throws toward the end zone. Whoa, look at the sticky Velcro-esque fingers. He's got it for a touchdown, and now they need the 2, and we'll be all tied up.
And massive play by this offense. This is exactly what you needed. You got the score. Now you got to get the 2-point conversion. Time's not on your side. There is no wait till a later point. It's go time. What's your 2-point play in this spot to tie the game up late?
The last touchdown only part of the battle. Now the 2-point try to tie the game. Goes to the option. Now the pitch. He will be stopped short of the goal line. They needed the 2 to tie, and the defense able to make the late stop.
35, Georgia, 33.
Just over 20 seconds to play. They must recover this onside kick to have a chance. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Under a minute to go, just take a knee here and avoid the potential for disaster.
And we've seen it, Reese, very recently in schools that might be in the Sunshine State that decided to run the football and run plays, and it's come back to bite them. So there's nothing wrong, Jesse, with being conservative, taking a knee, taking the victory.
I think Miami and Georgia Tech are heeding your advice very, very carefully based on what we've seen in those recent years. Don't have to overthink this thing. Victory formation, leave the stadium with a double.
They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Quarterback will keep it. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Back to throw, it's Beck. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock now.
Well, the defense finally showing some life there. It's been tough sledding, too, because this offense has been lighting them up through the air, but a nice individual effort that time, forcing the incompletion.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Quarterback checking the play. They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Heaves it into trouble, and he finds trouble with the pick.